We're live. We're looking at Wingspan. For a little bit, we're going to be looking at Wingspan and then doing a little bit of Valorant after, but I do want to give it a good, nice little playthrough. I'll try to keep things... Should I do the Automa? I could try to do the Automa. I think so I know there's AI in this game, right? Do I only have one game? I thought I had more than one game. But I saved more. Oh, Preserve Archive, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. Right, you can see the different things that I've created. Actually, let's delete this one. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, I haven't tried to play the Automa since my first attempt, and I wasn't understanding what was going on. I'm gonna try it as a one-off for the stream, because I am sorry about that. Because I'm assuming that this is the main way that they want you to play, since the second way is the custom game, and then like this is the way I've been playing this game mostly, is just playing through a custom game with normal level bots. It's currently no hard level, it's just easy and normal. I don't know. I'm assuming they're planning to add more modes if there's only 2 modes so far. But yeah, let's take a look at the Automa. If you don't know what this game is, it's a digital remake of a really cool board game published by a company called Stonemaier Games. It's pretty well known for their really nicely produced games. And this is one of those games, only it's been re-implemented to be played on Steam on like a PC or Mac, and it's interesting. Alright, how you doing, Sky? What is with your name? What did you do to it? That is terrible. Sky the Game Geek 2 channel. Right, why is your name Sky Guy 69? Okay, whatever. Let's play some Automas, shall we? Can we add more? Choose player to play it, human or AI? Automa easy, normal, or hard? Okay, normal. So, okay, so I can't add a second. Interesting. Anything else is AI that I add. Alright, well, whatever. Let's go be red. I like the dorky bird. And then I'll pick the nice little forest background. Actually, I'm gonna be pink. Still the dorky bird. I'm actually gonna go for the flower field there. I'm not sure what would happen if I mixed the Automa and AI, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna play 1v1 and see how that works out. I think it's like a random chance that certain things trigger and stuff like that. 8 turns left. Okay, so how does this game play? To give you a quick little rundown, change your name, it's beautiful, I love it. To give you a quick little rundown, the game is played on 3 different fronts. It's not a war game, so they're not really fronts, they're just fields where you have your birds chilling. In the middle field here is where you lay eggs, because birds lay eggs, believe it or not. In the waterfront, you have you collect new birds essentially. You go spot new birds to bring to your home, and then in the back you have the kind of like the bird feeder, where you just collect the tools that you will the currency essentially they will use to collect your birds. At the very beginning of the game, though, you have to decide what birds you want to play with, and you want to include in your starting hand. Keeping in mind the fact that there's different conditions that give you points throughout the game. So, for example, there's birds that lay eggs, I think, inside of trees. I think that's what this is. Then there's birds that... Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean, it says it inside of the specific nest type. Okay, it doesn't specify what nest type it is. If you put birds in your tree line where the food is, and you get points. If you put eggs on birds in trees. If you have a lot of birds with this specific nest type, the sticks and whatever, and you have an egg in them, then you get points for that. And at the very end, the one that gives you the most points is the one that is the last one, and in this case, you have to have it in the waterfront. These change with it between each game, which is pretty cool, because it makes the game a little bit more randomized, essentially. Every game is going to be a little bit different. You've been changing all the names to Sky Guy because Sky the Game Geek is far too long. Gotcha. And also people could call me Sky the Gaming Geek. Greek. Fair enough. How many versions of Sky Guy on Twitch were taken because I did what my name is right now? That's... Oof. Feels bad. Okay, so to begin with... Also, game sounds interesting. Never heard of it. It's really cool. So it's a very popular board game. It's like it's gone mainstream almost, like Monopoly style. But essentially, the game is a pretty medium weight game that's mostly independent. Like you don't really interact with other players, but what they do can affect you, and you'll see that in this game. For example, here, this bird, the black-billed magpie, depends on other players. When another player's this power triggers, which is like basically like a gambling power, you gain a food from the bird feeder, which is pretty good. Now, to begin with, our goal is going to be to get an engine running, because this is 100% an engine builder. A bird like this, the great blue heron, is not very good for us because it allows us to put 2 birds in the water zone, and while we want that, because we want more birds in the water area, because that gives us points at the end of the game, it's not really useful right now. It's just too expensive for us. It's not worth it. Once between turns, when another player... So that's pretty good, because that gives us free food every couple of turns. And also, it is a wild bird. It has a wild egg, which means that whenever either of these trigger, this bird will contribute to that point total. So that would be a reason to pick this up. Do push-ups? Oh god, okay. Give me a minute. Discard 1 fish to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird. I'll do those after we finish this. Between Valorant and this game. Discard 1 to tuck 2 birds from the deck behind this bird. So that's okay, because that gives you... birds tucked behind other birds give you points at the end of the game, so that's a pretty good effect, as long as I can farm a lot of fish, which I don't know... I'm not sure if that will work out quite yet. But that is a pretty good deal, especially since it's a water bird, and I'm kind of considering going for it. The American white pelican. Most of the birds, I believe, are American. I don't think there's any European birds, sadly. There is an expansion for European ones, but I don't think it's out on this PC version yet. Draw 2 cards. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. That's alright. Not really worth it, because the bird type isn't very useful to us. Take a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do, draw 1 card. Also okay. Also okay, not super worth it. I do like the bonus card draw, but the bird type isn't really useful to us. These are much more useful to us. These aren't very good engine builders that we've drawn here, unfortunately. Okay, let's get ourselves with fish. Oh, and let's take a look at the special winning victory point conditions. So... we get 1 point for every bird with at least 4 eggs on them. That's not really worth it. And then birds with that power. Oh man, this is tough. These aren't very good starts. At least 4 eggs laid on them. That's... oof. We're gonna need to find more point winning conditions. Do I wanna... no. I'm gonna go with birds. That's a very bad draw there. That's a very... I don't like that. And then let's get some randoms. I'll just get a mouse and a seedling to begin with. See, what else do we have? We have all players gain 1 from the supply. That's pretty good for us. That's free stuff for us. No, that's not very useful. But I'll probably play the black build magpie right now. Then we have lay 1 egg on any bird whenever activated. That will be pretty useful to us, especially since we need a lot of eggs. Yeah, I'm probably gonna draw that. Play a 2nd bird in your green habitat. That's okay. Although it does have the tree egg thing, which is really useful to us. Like the laying eggs in trees. Egg type. We'll probably go for that. But first of all, I'm gonna play the magpie. Change that for the resources that we got, the secondary resources.
Black-billed magpie. These omnivores steal eggs and eat carrion along with a diversity of other foods.
And we get a cool little tidbit of information about the birds that we just played, which is really cool. Even worry about the fact that you're about to do... No, why would I worry about that? It's exercise, dude. Exercise is good for the soul and the body. Yeah, I feel like I should go for this. The downy woodpecker. I have 7 turns to play 2 birds in the top row. I really do want that egg-laying bird, but it's not very useful right now. That crossbill is, though. Kind of want to draw both. But for me to play both, I will need 3 wheat, and I don't know how I'm going to get that. This is going to be a bit of a slow start. I'm going to have to... Oh man, these are all terrible. These are not good at all. These options are very limiting. I mean, okay. I guess I can just take 1 of this wheat. Get things started. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh! Wait, does it randomly... Draw cards. Draw face-down cards, replace face-up cards. Oh no, it replaces all of the face-up cards. Oh no! My plan! Discard 1 wheat to tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this bird. Okay, so this is like a worse version of the pelican. Gain 1 from the bird feeder if available. You may cash it on this card. A blue jay is going to be useful for our situation because we need more wheat. Take a bird from your hand behind this bird. If you do, also lay 1 egg on it, on this bird. That's a nice point scoring method. When it was out of stock? No, it's still, it becomes out of stock afterwards. Okay. That effect is not triggering at all. Let's draw this, because this is a very useful effect that we are going to need, because we don't have any way of feeding ourselves right now. Lay eggs. Okay, so it just lays eggs and does nothing else. That's a bird egg type that we want, but not worth it for anything else. That is a great card to get, however, it costs way too much. Because we need more bonus cards right now. We're in a very bad situation in terms of bonus cards. Now... No, I'm just gonna draw the wheat here and hope for the best. Move 1 from turn end of round goal. Yeah, right, I have to go for it. Yeah, because I need more... No, I'm gonna spend 2 wheat. Because I need more wheat.
Blue jay.
But I also need that fish.
Can carry up to 5 acorns and will store hundreds for winter.
Hey, pink powers are activating. That's really useful because that actually gives us a free. Yeah, when another player's pink power activates, gain 1 dice from the bird feeder. So we're actually gonna go ahead and take the berries because what that allows us to do once this is empty, we can re-roll all of the dice, which is gonna be very convenient because we need anything but rats right now. And we need to remember to lay eggs on this bird before the game round ends. Okay, so we re-roll all the dice. There we go. Yeah, we need that fish. And then we're gonna get a free wheat from the bird feeder as well. And I'm gonna take that one, I think. Take, not cash. I need it. I need it to feed my birds. Hey, and pick powers are active again. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so 2 wheat. Yeah, right? I think we need wheat. I think wheat is a priority right now. I'm gonna do it. Call me crazy. 200 push-ups away? Yeah, but that doesn't make sense for me to even want to do. Okay. So we're just gonna need to farm some fish now. There's no reason for me to play this card right now, but I'm just gonna do it to get it out of my hand.
American white pelican. Pelicans work together to herd fish and then scoop them up.
It does take a little bit of you know, figuring out, for sure. Turn on of round goal score. 1 turn left. Okay, so now I need to put as many eggs as possible in the wild bird type. So I'm just gonna do 1, 2. I think that should be enough. Because I think, yeah, I'm at 2 and the machine is at 1. The computer's at 1. So that's all I need to do. Oh, unless that puts him. Oh, come. Should have seen that coming. Should have seen that coming. All right, I think if we both still score 4 points. Oh no, we both scored 2 points. Okay, whatever. As long as we're tied, it means that he's not advancing. So these cards reset. Haha, nice. We no longer care about birds that lay eggs in trees. So like the mountain bluebird is not that useful to us anymore, and it's also incredibly expensive. That's a very pretty bird, though. Crazy. I love the art in this game. It's very pretty. And I love that they animated everything. Snowy egret. Roll all dice not in bird feeder if any are fish. Gain 1 and cash it on this card. That's not that good. Not that powerful. Draw 2 new bonus cards. Oh, wow. Oh, we have to go for that. That is incredibly cheap. That is just 3... resources of any type. I'm gonna do that because we need more bonus cards. We have terrible bonus cards. And I'm gonna sacrifice 1 egg to draw an extra card. And I got the common loon. Players with the fewest water birds draw a card. Okay, that's useless to me. But I don't have a fish, unfortunately, so I can't tuck cards from the deck. So that's a point. Okay, so it's a good thing that I did it now because the machine decided to discard all the face-up cards. So these have been replaced, but otherwise that was a bad move because if the machine hadn't done that, if the Tama wouldn't have done that, it would have been better for me to have a fish to feed my American white pelican because these powers, you see how they say when activated? They activate when you use that place's ability. So like when I draw cards, then I activate that. Let's see. You draw cards equal to the number of players plus 1. Starting with you and proceeding clockwise, each player selects one of those cards and place it in their hand. You keep the extra card. Nah. Look at a card from the deck. If it's less than 75 centimeters, tuck it behind this bird. If not, discard it. That's a pretty cheap power. Gain 1 from the bird feeder if available. You may cash it on this card. Oh, okay, so that's the same thing with the blue jay. The stellar jay has the same effect. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to go hunting for food, and I'm actually gonna discard the common loon as well. And we need to remember to leave one of the wheat in there. We don't want to take it. We'll definitely take a fish. I'll discard the common loon. It's not useful to us. And I'll draw a worm. And then I'll take that for free. So I got 3 food very quickly, very nicely. And We have 5 turns left to put as many birds in the green area as possible, which is a bit of a problem because we don't have any green birds. But we... Oh, I didn't grab... Oh, was there a rat available? No, there wasn't. Okay, so it wasn't my fault that I didn't grab that. Yeah, I think we can take this effect again. Yeah, let's take this effect one more time. And I'll draw a random card. Nice. I love the Nighthawks and all of these birds, because whenever they get activated, they just move around and help you out. Then I'll take that Barred Owl, because that's very important for me as well. Because I need birds in the green area. And I will discard a fish. And tuck two birds behind that. Again, tucked birds, or like birds that have been quote-unquote eaten in some sense, they all count for points at the end of the game. Oh, right. Oh, no, sorry. It's eggs, total eggs in the green area. So it's not actually birds. Yes, I definitely want to get the common nighthawk down there as well. Yeah, I can't afford that right now. Because I need more eggs. I need to place more eggs to be able to place more birds. Ooh, that's a problem. Alright, we'll just get 2 down. Is that even do I even have enough turns? How many turns are there left? How do I check that? I wonder how I check that. There has to be a way, right? Except for the beginning of the round. Oh, I must be missing it. I discard something. Yeah, I'm gonna discard that and lay an extra egg on the black-billed magpie. How many turns are there left? 3 turns. So I need to have enough to feed these guys and put way more eggs than can fit. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What I could do, though, is this. If I play this... Oh. Nah, that's a bad play. Here's what I'll do. I'll use the wild, so I can spend 2 instead of 1 food to play a card. And I'm gonna play the Barred Owl. Does that even make sense? Hold on, I'm trying to think. It's on the right above your food. 2? Is it the 2? Thank you so much. How you doing, Atlantia? This is the total eggs. Is the blue box? Oh, okay, so this is like if I take that action. Right, okay. It's just letting me know that I've taken an action. I see. Does it not have a tooltip? Okay, yeah, because I was confused about that with the Automa. Because with the other stuff, it's easy to see because they, you know, it always pops up what turn it is. Actually, no, yeah, I think it's the same with the AI as well. With a custom game. How you enjoying the game? It's fun. It's fun. I like the board game already, and I mean the game lends itself nicely to single player with an Automa, so I think it works like this as well, pretty well. And there's asynchronous turns on it, right? Gotta go shoppers are gonna be looking, but have fun. Have a good one, Sky. Appreciate you for hanging out, dude. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to like play the game here. Because if I play the common Nighthawk, I get to put an extra egg down. Yeah, but I don't get the extra effect. think I have to do it this way. Take an egg from this habitat.
Owl. The barred owl's haunting call sounds like, "Who cooks for you?"
That was cute. The majority of the day. So trying to learn the strategy. It takes a little bit of practice, that's for sure. It takes a little bit of getting used to. Especially the Atama. The Atama I'm not really used to. So if I activate this, I get to re-roll the dice. Yeah, there's no way for me to physically get both those eggs in there. How close is he? He's at 3 eggs? Okay. Not terrible. Alright, I think we have to do this. We'll take the worm, because we need the worm for that bird, for the common nighthawk. Okay, now we have a rat, but we don't need that rat. We'll take the fish instead, because we have the discard of fish to tuck 2 cards, and that's much more point effective for us. Look at a card from the deck. If it's less than 75 centimeters, tuck it, which it is. Thank you, Mountain Chickadee. You are in the stomach of my barred owl now. I appreciate you. And I'll take one of these wilds. Why not? Lady out, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Hey, and the pink powers are triggered, which means free food for us. Sweet. Picture almost the the push-ups. Alright, sounds good, dude. Do we take another worm? What's coming up? Lots of worm food. Yep, okay, I'll take the worm. Oh, actually, no, these are about to be discarded, aren't they? Yeah, never mind. That's a pretty good effect, but it's 0 points, which isn't great. Alright, let's put some eggs down. I just need to get 2 more eggs down here. Hope for the best. Hope that the Atama doesn't outplay me. Hey, more pink power, sweet. I think I'm actually going to be ahead on this one. I will take a rat, I think. Yeah, sure. Yeah, nice. We're 3 points ahead now. I think it's generally the strategy, if I remember from the board game at least, was to try to get these late game goals for sure. And try to get big birds. I don't use tucking and eggs that much for endgame scoring, which I should be doing. The Nighthawk is great. And the Whooping. I mean, it's called a Whooping Crane. That's a great name. When another player takes the lay eggs action... Nah, we don't care about that. Tuck a card from your hand behind this bird if you do also lay an egg on it. That's really good. Especially since it's a wild. That's a really powerful... The bush tit is really powerful. Tuck a bird from your hand behind this bird. If you do, gain 1 berry from the supply. No, we don't care about that. I really want that bush tit, though. Especially since it can go in the water area, and we need eggs in the water area. Yeah, you know what? Okay, so I'm gonna play the Whooping Crane with... Oof. Can I do that? I think I have to do that. Maybe use one of the 3... Yeah, one of the 3 worms that I have. And I'll use an egg from up here because they're no longer necessary.
Whooping crane. From its low of 20 birds, the whooping crane population has risen to about 600.
Nice. Eggs seem to be a big help too. Yeah, for sure. I think one of the best games I've had was where I never needed to go to the forest. I never needed to go feed my birds because the abilities in my other 2 habitats would constantly give me food instead. And that was really useful, because that gave me, like, a free turn, essentially. Every couple of turns. Birds with geography terms and their names. Terms include American Atlantic, okay, and Visionary Leader, birds in your hand at the end of the game. Oh, interesting. So American has a location. American has a location. I'm at 1. Birds in your hand at the end of the game is also hard, though. Oh man, these goals are so difficult. I think I'm gonna have to go with geography, sadly. It's not great, but... I mean, if I just find one geographical bird, that's 3 points for me. The geographic card is a great... It's a great little bit of, And I like the body parts one. It's a great little bit of, what's it called? Theme, I guess. Right. So we need the bush tit. We need the bush tit. And give me a geographical name? Nope, not a trumpeter's one, but that's nice also, because that's 9 free points. And I do have a fish to discard to tuck 2 more cards behind that bird. Nice. All pink powers activate. I shall take the... Not that it matters, I'll take the rat. That was probably a mistake, because I would have been able to get a better effect out of it, but whatever. I need more cards, that's for sure. And that's a wild. I think I have to do it. Yeah, I gotta do it.
Bush tit. Bush tits live in flocks, and single adults will help couples raise their young.
I don't think I'm getting any points for this one, sadly. I really don't think I'll be able to do anything here. I have 3 turns and... Well, okay, this guy is gonna get me... No, this guy's gonna get me 1 point. If I get a... Okay, if I get an egg on these 2... Yeah, that's something, at least. Took a bird from your hand. If you do, draw 1 card. Not that good. We don't care about that. That I like. I don't want to tuck either of these, though. Maybe the Nighthawk isn't that good right now. It's too late in the game to really make use of it. And right now I'm about to fill this up anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more food for my birds. Oh man, there's no wheat? Really? That's terrible. That's really bad. Nice, another bird. For my owl. Yeah, can't do anything there. I need to lay eggs. I need to lay 2 eggs. So I'm fine spending another turn. Man, I really need wheat. This is terrible. Don't want to put it there. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's put this down. We'll lay 3 eggs next turn instead. I'll do it. I don't need it. I don't really need it, but...
Nighthawks are crepuscular.
I'll put the excess eggs on a different habitat. And then we have to use the egg effect. So 1 there, 2 there, and then I'll put another one over here. Don't love that I'm actually putting an egg on this bird since it has that effect, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fill it up anyway. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill it up with eggs. The good thing is at the very end of the game, this habitat should have a ton of eggs on it. Regardless. Move the Nighthawk to another habitat. Can't discard a lot of things is the thing. Move it down to the water, since we need to draw more cards anyway. Jeez. He's at 6, and I'm at 2. Yeah, he's earned those 6 points easily. I'll take my 3 instead. Alright, so right now we're balanced, points-wise. Now I just need to get a bunch of eggs on here. Okay, let's see. Discard 1 fish to tuck 2 cards, so that's just a worse pelican. A worse white pelican. Violet green swallow. And what is the last one? Ash-throated flycatcher. Okay. Don't need that. Tuck a bird from your hand behind this bird. If you do draw a card, don't need that. And I do want the swan for this area. But I do want to draw cards. And I need to draw cards anyway to be able to get more food. Since I'm going to need to clean up this area, I'm going to need to get the fish and the mouse anyway. Alright, let's draw cards then. I'll draw random cards, I think. I'm trying to find that second location-based name. On each of your nests, we don't care about those. Purple gallinal? Gallinal? There's draw one from the deck. Okay. Swanson's Hawk. Man, this game really does not want to give me the name, the birds that I want, does it? Took a card from hand. You can have Say's Feedy and lay egg on Kern Bird. And discard a fish. I don't have a fish, sadly. Bad news, bears. Lays 3 eggs. Please don't lay them. Oh my good lord. That's... he has 8 egg. Okay. I'm in trouble. Right. Well, let's go collecting and hope for the best. We need to get that fish. We need to get that mouse. We will discard that Swanson's Hawk. And we will re-roll these. Okay, we have 1 wheat for that. We need more wheat than that. That's terrible. One of those. One of the worms. Put it back in the water, and I'll probably, yeah, slap a final bird on there at the end. It's actually a pretty good effect to draw extra cards. Is there a world where I don't... where I play them both? I have 3 turns. There's no way for me to do that. No, this is going into the water. Oh, what happened? Okay, the card disappeared, but apparently it tucked it. Seven. 3 turns left. Need to play one of these. Right now I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Physically, this is gonna get me more points. That's so expensive. But I don't want to use the fish. I'm gonna use 2 of these instead. I don't need mice. And I'm gonna lock the common nighthawk here so it can't go away. And then I still have a fish to give to that bird if I need it. Then an egg. Okay, I want 1 egg out of you and 1 egg out of you because I only need eggs in the water area.
Weighing over 20 pounds, trumpeter swans are the heaviest bird in North America.
Damn. That's not that much, 20 pounds. Food? Food? Food. I guess I'll take one of these. That one. Actually, no, I don't want to do that, because I don't have opponents to play with here. 2 turns left. I think both of these turns are just gonna be me laying eggs a lot. Pretty sure. It's a shame I can't lay more than that. It's a shame I don't have an effect that triggers whenever I do that. I didn't play this that well, I gotta say. I'll lay another egg. Yeah, that's all I can do. I would love to tuck that card, but I can't. Now there's an Atlantic Puffin, which would have been amazing before. But unfortunately... yeah, we don't have a name. We don't have another name, sadly. Ah, it's whatever. Alright, let's just lay more eggs. 1, 2, 3... Wait. Alright, and that's the best we can do. We're just ahead, but I think he's about to pass us. Oh, it's 9-9. We're completely tied in point scoring methods. We're perfectly tied. That's amazing. Okay, let's hope I play my birds better than the machine. Okay, that's a good start. No bonus cards, because we're all terrible. No end of round goals. Oh my god! Oh! What? No, it's... I can't believe that. It's a tie? It's a tie? Alright, but I win because I'm a human and this is a dumb computer. Oh, come on. Yeah, I have no food on cards. He had an insane amount of eggs. End-of-round goals we were tied in. Bonus cards we did nothing with. We both had 0, which is insane. I had more birds. I tucked more cards, which caught up to the crazy amount of eggs that they had. Wow. That's wild. That's wild. Oof. Well then. Yeah, I'll preserve this game, why not? That's crazy to me. But yeah. That's this game. I still have so many cards to play here. It's crazy. I have not unlocked almost anything. What is this? Oh, cool. Whoa. I can see all the rat-eating birds. Nice. Not a lot out there. No nest. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, okay. I like the no-nest birds. They're interesting. Or like the free birds. Free birds are great. Well, that was cool. I think I'm gonna call it there for Wingspan at least. If you did enjoy that, we play board games every Friday for tomorrow because my friend is out of town. Sunday again. This weekend my friend is out of town. My friends are out of town rather. And Tuesday, yesterday we played the Wiz War actually. If you're interested in joining us for that, feel free to hop on one of our streams. That follow button and join us next.